Good thing I'm totally not afraid of spiders. What quickly became a massive series for the Xbox brand and then kinda died off despite trying oh so hard to make a comeback, at one point had just a single game to its credit. The original Gears of War. No, not the lame remaster, I mean the real deal, bro! Okay, that was weird. Kinda came out of nowhere and made such an impact only the realest of grub killers could handle it. Now to be clear going forward, the multiplayer for the 360 version has been offline for a long while. Trust me, I tried to get a match going. Nobody home. So this review is looking at the single player story only. Okay? Okay.
Hey! Are you the Marcus Phoenix? The one who fought at Aspio Fields?
Yep.
Wow. Cool!
Not really.
Taking place on a world called Sarah, kinda like Earth, but not Earth, so why not just make it Earth? Humanity has been caught in a seemingly never-ending war against the Locust, a subterranean horde of crustacean insect things who follow the will of their queen to wipe out the surface dwellers because... In order to turn the tide, the COG military releases one Marcus Phoenix from prison.
What are you doing here?
Getting you out. Here, put this on. You'll need it.
By the power of his soul patch, Phoenix leads Delta Squad. Best bro Dom,
If I was here to get you, I'd be in some deep shit. Come on, let's go.
Tech Nerd Baird,
Yeah, group hug.
and the one, the only,
Yeah, that was beautiful, baby.
Coal? As in the coal train?
Yeah, that's right.
he's my favorite.
Cole, you there? Everything okay? Shit, yeah, baby, we got to hook up. They giving us a big-ass dinner. We are going to get dysentery from this shit. Bear's having a hard time adjusting, you know. Tell Bear to shut up and eat.
The tiny summary I just gave is all the story we get though. It's really that basic. We do get hints of certain things. Phoenix had a father with whom he had a tense relationship with. Dom is looking for someone important. The Locust Queen has reasons for waging this war, and...
Sensors are picking up enemy movement, sir, close by.
Holy shit, a woman? This universe has women? So the story is super simple, but players didn't fall in love with Gears for the Shakespeare. It was the pure, bloody, brown-colored muscle mania shooting. Are you realizing why this was an Xbox 360 exclusive? Could you imagine this being on the PS3? Oh. Wait. Being a cover-based shooter from 2006, you already have an idea of what to expect, and honestly, a lot of the features are things you've seen in previous similar titles. Focus on waist-high walls and flanking, dodge rolls, sprinting by holding the A button. None of these were new at the time, but were perfected in Gears 1. Take the flanking for instance. It starts off simple with a split path, one blocked by turret commander, and the other offers a nice way around. Later on, you will find similar paths, but the enemy ends up semi-predicting your actions. Sometimes the attempt to flank strong positions turns out to be nearly as deadly as assaulting the Locust head-on. And before anyone thinks it, even on casual difficulty, you need to use cover. I died a total of 14 times during my playthrough, nearly each death being due to me giving into the outrageous big balls of Delta Squad and chugging Bud Light while I charged forward like a dummy. You're limited to 4 weapon slots, one of which is reserved for grenades. This allows for a bit of freedom and preparing in advance for possible threats, like keeping a shotgun handy for close encounters, or maybe that sweet bow you get in the later half of the game. But really the only, and I mean only, weapon you will ever need is the standard rifle, complete with chainsaw bayonet. Oh man, I think that kill animation alone just set my transition progress back a few weeks. The best weapon by far, in terms of pure power though, is the almighty Hammer of Dawn, a satellite molten laser of death, capable of taking out the toughest locust you encounter. However, it's only usable when the corresponding satellites are overhead. Now, the developers got around the risk of you carrying a weapon which is useless most of the time by having on-your radio call you, informing you when you can or can't use it, which, it just so happens, comes at times when you either will or won't need it, allowing you to swap the weapon for something more immediately tactically useful. While most of the gameplay consists of cover hopping through levels, you do get the occasional rail sections, such as this bit on a car with the superpowered spotlight. Okay, so it's not technically on rails, but you can only go in one way, so it's close enough. Or being on literal rails in minecarts. Or base defense levels where you're barely holding back the enemy horde. Still, the whole game isn't just one constant barrage of bullets. There are slower bits focusing more on tension and world building, though at times these parts can clash with the game's overall character.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. Kinda wish I hadn't.
It's obvious the player is supposed to gain 20 pounds of muscle while playing, so why try and force some horror elements, especially if these last for a little while only to then shove even more protein powder in your face. It's not that these sections are underdeveloped, it's clear the developers gave them the right amount of focus to sell the feeling of being stalked by dangerous creatures. But this isn't a horror shooter. Maybe I'm missing something? Adding to the world building are the small amounts of inter-squad banter after firefights. You learn more about this world and about their personalities.
So we gotta hump this to the factory, or what?
Nah, screw that. I got an idea.
Oh yeah? What is it, smart guy?
Enough.
It's not enough to truly make you care about these 4 salami logs, but it gets the job done. Speaking of voice acting, the voice cast does a good job. You can tell they delved into what little character they were given and gave it their all.
Copy that, Anya. We are aware.
Woo! Yeah, baby! What's up, ladies?
Oh, Cole, you're so enthusiastically over the top. The rest of the sound design, by extension, is mostly equally well done. I say mostly because while the locusts have unique sounds for each type on display, hisses, loud roars, or lumbering speech, the gunfire is thick and meaty, the musical score is sort of lackluster. It certainly fits the gameplay, but again, maybe it's just me, none of it sticks with you after you turn the system off.
So are we going back to base?
I guess so.
I'm not counting the start menu theme, by the way, because it's literally just some epic whoas with basic violin throwing. Now, obviously, this game brown. Like, lots of brown. Brown, gray, some yellow thrown in, and hey look, green, plants. There is a oh, nope. Back to brown. Color palette aside, being 14 years old at the time of this recording, Gears looks good. There are some moments where the character animations show their age, the texture work on the environments isn't amazing but holds its own. For anyone who played this game back in the day, please tell me if you were blown away graphically or not. No texture popping, a good general art design and level layout for the game, plus super responsive controls. Aiming can sometimes be a pain, because the reticle turns red when your shot will be a certain hit, but will then still be white, meaning a miss, while directly over the target's body? IDK, hitboxes are weird. And the final boss battle, if you can call it that, is super cheap, ending the game extremely quickly. Yeah, kinda lame. Gears of War is dumb, aggressive fun. Yes, it has issues stemming from a painfully shallow story, underdeveloped characters, a drab color scheme, some awkward and also at the same time precise aiming, unremarkable music, and a clashing thematic presentation at times. But these pale in comparison to just how awesome it feels blasting away grubs. If I may compare it to the first Halo, Halo 1 was a more refined experience, while Gears 1 is all about the rush of killing things and masculine glory. So I'ma throw an estrogen pill at it and see what happens. Maybe these guys will finally get a neck. In all seriousness, Gears of War on the Xbox 360 earns a respectful 8.5 out of 10. Hello everyone, thanks so much for checking out my video. If you haven't yet, why not go ahead and take the time and subscribe to the channel and ring that little bell. That way you'll always be notified whenever I upload stuff. But thanks for all your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!